All right, guys, it's Workout Wednesday, and today we're talking about yoga. We have instructor Jessica Hardisky from Purpose Yoga here to show us a few moves. Welcome, Jessica.
Hi, thank you. Thanks for having us.
Well, I am happy to learn a couple yoga moves because usually yoga just seems so intimidating. But there are some quick, easy moves that everyone can do, including myself.
There are, and you know the big misconception is that you have to wrap yourself up in a pretzel, and that's not what yoga is about.
Some people can do that. I'm not one of them.
You can certainly do that, but that's not what yoga is about. So at Purpose Yoga, we try and make it accessible to every body type, and everybody.
Right.
So.
Very cool. So you're going to show us some of those easy moves?
Yes, I am.
Or I should say introductory moves.
Introductory moves, yes.
All right. First thing you need, yoga mat.
Yoga mat, it's not, you don't have to have a yoga mat, but it certainly does help.
It just makes it seem so official.
It does. It certainly does. With our yoga mats, we do like to take off our shoes. One, it scuffs up the mats, but two, we work on foot strength in yoga.
Okay.
So by taking off the shoes, we're working on that as well. One of our most important things that we do in yoga is our breathing. So just simply standing here, this one is our mountain pose, and lengthening through the spine. And we start at the toes and we work our way all the way up. But usually
I'm wearing Sean's pants, by the way.
And you are rocking those pants, let me tell you.
Mountain pose.
With our breath, we want to imagine that you have a balloon centered here in the belly. And as you breathe, imagine that you have a pitcher of air that you're pouring down into the belly.
Okay.
It will fill up your low belly, up into the rib cage, and then all the way up into the chest. And then as we exhale, the chest, the rib cage, and then the belly. So this is what we call our conscious breathing. We begin to become a little bit more aware of our breath. By doing that, we can become a little bit more aware of our body.
Right, and a great way to de-stress.
Wonderful way to de-stress. And most all of our poses center on this mountain pose. So you can actually find a mountain pose, that centering, that breathing, in every single pose that we do.
So it's a foundation for a lot of the other moves.
It is a foundation for another move.
Okay.
Which we are going to do now. So we're going to take your left foot and we're just going to step that left foot forward and then step the right foot back just a little bit. And with this one, we're working on the hips. So you can see there's a lot of mobility to the hips. You can turn them out to the side and you can bring them up to the front. Lots of mobility there.
Dr. Rob, join us.
Doing it in the background. So with this one, we want to try to square the hips up towards the front of your yoga mat. By doing that, you're going to get into one of the tightest areas that we've got on the body, the psoas, the hip flexors, all in here. So by pulling that hip forward, you're going to feel that stretch as soon as we start to lunge forward. So that's just what we're going to do here. We're going to start to lean forward just a bit.
You with us, Dr. Rob? You with us?
Stretching pants, that's right. So this one starts to stretch just a little bit more, but it's also strengthening at the same time. You're strengthening the quads, the bum. These are bigger muscle groups, so it increases your metabolism. It's a really nice way to burn those extra calories as well.
Perfect.
So from here, you can add in different levels if you would like. The hands can stay here at your thigh. You can bring the hands to the heart if you want to look a little more official, or if you really want to, you can lengthen through the spine and reach those arms up towards the ceiling.
Right.
Remember here too, that mountain breath, that pose where we found the breath, we still want to try to do that here. A lot of times when we're doing something that we don't particularly like, when we get stressed out, we stop breathing. So that's one thing that we focus on in yoga, is continuing the breath no matter what pose we're doing.
Right. And pain in our legs.
Huh? Well, your leg is definitely working, so that's one way. And then here, she's doing warrior
pose.
Two. Yeah, going out to the side. So that's another pose that we can do here. And this one is another one of our foundational poses where you can turn the pose, adding in some other moves, and it's a really nice way to get that extra stretch.
Now,
We're going to
Jessica,
release.
Quickly, tell us how everyone can can help with this.
Yes, on May 4th and 5th, Purpose Yoga, we're having a free yogathon all day on May 4th, all day on May 5th, and it's free yoga to the community. We're offering door prizes and all different types of yoga. So if you don't know what type of yoga, if it's a little bit scary, you can try every single one if you'd like, and all of them are open and available all day long.
That is awesome. So purposeyoga.com.
Purposeyoga.com is how you can find some more information about us. We're located at 1 South Central Avenue in Fairborn, and that's right outside of Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, Wright State University. We're minutes from Heber Heights and Beaver Creek as well.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much, Jessica. Great job, Dr. Rob.
I'm ready for lunch.
We worked it out. All right, guys, stay tuned for Living Dayton.